YouTube is a mess. So cutting off all my videos and stuff, and it's getting really annoying. But anywho, so what I'm getting is that this is a part of that vulnerability. Like, you guys might be afraid to express yourself to your divine masculine because of that fear of rejection. And it's like, how will they reject you? Your divine counterpart's never going to reject you. Never. Even if it seems like it. So say, for instance, like, you tell them you love them and they might be like, you know, thank you, you know, I love you too, but it's not like this up in arms where you were expecting it. But they'll still tell you that they love you. It might not be the way that you expected. They're still going to reciprocate. Hear what I'm saying? They're reciprocating back to you. It's not like give, and this person is like, what's wrong with you? Like, why are you, like, why won't you stop, or why won't you leave me alone? It's reciprocated. So it might just be different. You guys are used to potentially people not reciprocating your love, that you fear opening up to that person that you should be opening up to. The person that is giving to you, you might give half, but it's like they know there's so much more that you have to say and so much more that you want to share, but it's a fear there that you're not giving all of yourself. You're only giving half. They serenade you with, you know, their affections and their love, and you say, thank you, I appreciate it, and you try to do the same, but it's like, it's not quite the same energy. It's like this fear, like you're not completely being yourself, if that makes sense. And they sense it. Your divine counterpart can tell when you're not being authentic. But at this point, I feel like they're kind of getting tired. They're kind of getting tired of this game, because it's like they don't feel like it's being reciprocated. And you might say, in the past, well, I gave him so much, or I was there for him, and I did this, and I was opening up. In a way, they still feel like you're not. And I feel like some of you guys are playing games with them too. Like, you want them to chase you. That's a game in itself. Like, that's not cute. It's okay. It's okay to, like, play little flirty little games or whatever, but to the point where you, like, pretend like you don't care. And I feel like some of you might be doing that. Not everybody, but I get like this feeling and this essence and this energy, especially with that Queen of Wands, like, kind of like trying to play them to see if they're gonna fall for your little game. And that's not being authentic. That's not coming from a place of authentic love or true love. So with the attraction card, the same card that came out for the divine masculine's advice, it's telling you to point your affections and your attentions back onto yourself, but at the same time, like, focus on manifesting, focus on healing at the same time. Don't play games. If you have something you want to say it. If you have something you want to say, tell them how you feel. All right. Ooh, that attraction, no, that religious factors card came out again. Like, it flew up, like flew in the sky. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So everything is divinely ordered, okay? Spirit's going to make sure that you both get on the right track. It's not like, oh, you're not listening. Oh, you just effed up and it's never going to work. It's never going to happen. That's not what Spirit is saying. Spirit wants to make sure that you both are on the same page. And that's just what it is. I'm going to be honest with myself and be real with everybody. Like, there's times that, yeah, I do kind of like play this game, like, oh, I'm not that interested, or I'm not going to show him that I'm interested. I don't want to look stupid because I've been rejected before multiple times. So I like to, like, play this independent role, like, oh, whatever, I'm good. And I also do the same with people I'm literally not interested in. I think they get confused. Like, actually, when I'm interested in a man, I don't ignore them. I don't ignore them. I take that back. I don't. It's still like me showing an interest, but it might just be like a friend thing. Like, I don't want to come off groupie-ish and all on their nuts and stuff. And that, again, that's part of the fear. But when I don't like a person, I'll tell them, like, leave me the fuck alone, or I just straight up ignore them. And sometimes, like, ignoring people, it doesn't work, because they take it as you're playing hard to get. But when I ignore people, I really don't want to fuck with you. I'm just being honest. And if me cussing and stuff is too much for you, then get off my channel. That's just how I talk. It's not a big deal. Like, grow up. It's not that big of a deal. But anyway. I have to be me. It is what it is. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. When I like a guy, I'll give them a little taste of this and that. Like, I might compliment them. I might go on their social media and like their stuff or something. But I'll never be, like, over extra. And if I do get over extra, then that means I like you. Like, if I go out of my way to talk to you and, like, say something and flirt, then that means I must really like you. But if I don't like you, I barely speak. I don't talk to people. I ignore them. Even, like, women, like, if I don't like a woman, like, as a friend or something, I feel like she's no good or she's fake or whatever, I won't talk to her either. I'll be like, I'm not interested in anything you have to say. Keep it moving. I block people. I ignore people. That's just how I operate. But if you guys are the opposite, like you think ignoring and blocking somebody is cute or whatever, then whatever. But the whole thing is, like, be open or be okay with being vulnerable, because I feel like most are not. That's just the energy. And I feel like the Divine Masculine's growing a little bit codependent on that neediness, because maybe at one point, maybe you were all on their jock, and now that you kind of pulled back from that, they're like, wait a minute, what's really good? Like, what's going on? Why isn't, you know, the Divine Feminine saying anything? Okay, so I just wanted to look at where everyone is, the Divine Feminine is within this situation, and I'm going to look at where the Divine Masculine is within their situation. So, okay, so you have strength, self-esteem, plenty, and fear. Okay, so mentally, where you're at is the strength card, and this is false sense of strength. I can already tell. I don't have to clarify that. That's like this false sense of protection, that I don't need you energy, or I'm good without you, I could care less, I'm doing me. It's like how you channel the energy. It's being channeled low vibrationally. It's not being channeled authentically, and it's not coming from the heart, like genuineness, if that makes sense. This is not genuine. In the heart is self-esteem. You're lacking the self-esteem right now. I don't care if you think you're the most baddest chick ever, or baddest guy, Divine Feminine, whatever. In this situation, when it comes to vulnerability, you're not that confident. You're lacking self-esteem in that area. And as I'm saying this, like, I'm not just talking to y'all, I'm talking to me too, because I know, like, Spirit uses me to speak to other people, to hear myself too sometimes. So when you're lacking that vulnerability and sharing yourself, it's coming from a place of low self-esteem, and you still have some things to heal if that's what's, you know, triggering this. It kind of looks like she's stabbing herself in the heart. So this might be heart chakra clearing. With plenty as your focus, where Spirit, or your focus is at, Spirit is saying that you might be looking at your glass half full or half empty. So you might be placing your focus where you feel like you're going to get more out of a situation, or focusing on work because you feel like that's giving to you more, or focusing on your kids, or focusing on something else that kind of takes away from you focusing on the situation, because you feel like you're not getting anything out of it. At least this is an expectation, I feel. This is an expectation of what you feel like you should be getting. There's nothing wrong with having expectations, but it's kind of like overly expecting. It's almost to the point where you're not open to see what's being given to you, that you kind of miss that you're even getting anything at all. And if it really is literally that you're not getting anything on the surface, check what are you getting in the spiritual, because I guarantee you're getting something out of either or both. But you want, like, oh, I want a phone call, or I want him to come see me, or I want her to come see me, whatever your Divine Masculine is, and it's not happening, so you're like, oh, F this. But you could be getting you know, speaking to each other in your dreams, you know, making love in your dreams, or laughing together in your dreams, or you feel them while you sleep, or you're getting something, but you're overlooking it. Okay, fear. So what you're projecting is fear. You're like, this, she looks scary as hell. Kali looks scary. Yeah. But it's like you're projecting this energy like, you can't phase me. And it's coming from a place of fear. You're protecting yourself. It's a false sense of protection. That's what this is. And I'm going to look at how to heal it before I move on to the Divine Masculine energies. Let's see what this is translating as healing. How is this translating as healing? Like, what is this that needs to be healed? Letting go. Number 26, which is like a repetitious cycle because it represents number 8. When you put 2 and 6 together, you get 8, which is like infinity. It's something that it's like a continuation of a cycle, something that's never ending. What is it that you're refusing to let go of? It's like that is what's keeping you stuck. So I'm going to read from what the book says just to get a little more in depth. It says, this situation has served its purpose. You are being challenged to change your point of view and recognize that this particular relationship has run its course. Although you might be afraid to let go, the universe has a new opportunity for you, which will allow you to experience the kind of passion and satisfaction you have always dreamed of. Saying goodbye is never easy and can make you feel like you are a failure. You must not allow yourself to be persuaded by other people or your own doubts to keep you holding on. Focus on opening your heart to a new opportunity. Leave the baggage of past mistakes behind you. It is important that during the letting go process you are gentle with yourself. Allow yourself to be alone, or allow yourself to have alone time. Write, meditate, paint, sing, dance. Do whatever you can to heal and let go of the pain that is holding you back. Recognize that your spirit is beckoning you to grow. Okay, so the action, it says, when you feel stuck in a point of view, you can ask yourself, is this my belief or someone else's? How does it serve me? Am I willing to let go of my fears and unfounded limitations? Say, divine intelligence, or divine healing intelligence, please assist me to let go of this situation, blank, state what it is, habit, state what it is, person, say their name, with ease and grace. Inspire me to move forward with freedom, lightness, and feeling of completion. Bring into my new reality an empowering experience, people, and opportunities. Thank you. Repeat the word clear several times. I'm going to give you guys a demonstration, and this is the real, for real, letting go. Because the first person that came to mind with this is the person I lost my virginity to, the first person that I thought I was in love with. Maybe I really was in love with him. This is my first boyfriend, whatever. A real boyfriend that I experienced as a boyfriend, whatever. That person is the first person to really ever hurt me. My first heartbreak, my first cheating situation, my first physical abuse situation, everything tied to this person. So I feel like I carry that trauma with me in relationships. So I'm gonna just use this as a real example. This is me being vulnerable too, by the way. I might not be being vulnerable with my divine masculine or whatever, but this is me being vulnerable, period, as an example for divine feminines. So I'm doing this for y'all too, not just myself. Divine healing intelligence, please assist me to let go of this situation from my past, this habit of fear, rejection, fear, vulnerability when it comes to Carlos, with ease and grace. Inspire me to move forward with freedom, lightness, and feeling of completion. Bring into my reality new and empowering experiences. Please, people, and opportunities. Thank you. Clear, 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 clear. All right. Okay. Hopefully we can move on. Hopefully that makes sense, you guys. There's some things that needs to be let go of, because that is what's keeping you in this energy. All right. So let's see what's going on in Divine Masculine's energy. focus, flow, wisdom, and support. Okay. So their focus is heavily on their intentions. It could be in relations to you. I feel like it is that they are focused on you and your connection. For some of you, it's like, oh, for real, for once. Oh, now they want to, you know, no, for real. Their focus is on you, but it can also be on other things. They have, you know, they're isolating themselves to really get clear on what their intentions are. In their heart, they know they need to just flow with this energy. You see how it's all this green, like the heart chakra, but it also has a tint of yellow. So they're trying to have confidence to trust in their heart and trust in what they feel and just flow with the energies and not try to control or force anything. They perceive that they have some like very powerful insights that they're getting when it comes to themselves and when it comes to this connection and maybe other things going on in their life. So their wisdom is very high right now. But like I said, they're magicians. They're highly intuitive. They're deeply connected. Well, a lot of them are deeply connected with, you know, what needs to be worked on and what needs to be healed at this point. Some of you guys are not dealing with, like, I don't care if you feel like this person is not on your level spiritually. In some ways they are. Just like in some ways you're a little bit more above and beyond with them, you know, with their understanding spiritually. But in some areas they are above when it comes to, you know, their insights too. So they're gathering a lot of information from the universe. Then with the support card, I feel like they're offering you support, like they are. Whether they're sending this healing energy of support to you or they're actively supporting you in some essence, in some way. For some, I feel like they defend you and you don't realize they defend you or they protect you. That's their support. So say for example, you guys might have a divine masculine that is in a situation where their family does not approve of your relationship, or they know that the family will have something negative to say, so they don't really speak on the connection too much. They don't speak of your name. They may have never told anybody what your name is. They might have not showed them a picture of you or what have you. It could be a situation where they are dating someone else or something, or they've been in a relationship with someone else and they just choose not to invite that person into the situation because they don't want them going all up in the business, starting drama or whatever. And it could be spiritual protection too for you. Like I said, some of them, they're not babies to spirituality like you think they are. And if they are oblivious to their spiritual gifts and powers, they're doing this in essence, protecting your energy, or this could be their higher selves. They're protecting you. Some of them are very overprotective over you, and that's the love that comes. And divine masculines are protective of women, period. Like, they have a high respect for, and that's what I want. Like, I'm gonna say this again, and I should say that I don't know, like, divine, if there's some so-called divine feminine energies out there for divine masculines that are very persuasive and very manipulative in a way, like they force themselves and they try to like get you with sex. That's not a divine feminine. That's like a lower vibrational energy. It's like they're cloaking themselves to be divine feminines. But divine masculine, they're not abusive, they're not disrespectful of women. And that's how I know that some of these men that be coming at me are not divine masculines, because they disrespect my space and my energy. They, like, some of them have even cussed me out, like called me names, called me bitches, called me witches and devils, and basically because I'm not giving them the time of day. Divine masculines respect divine feminine energy. Some of them have some work to do, because in past karmas and past life energies and karma, maybe they weren't so respectful, but in essence they do have respect for the woman. Okay, there's a lot of divine masculines that have karma on them, and I'm sure I have karma on me too, because I was a fuck girl at a young age too, at some point after time, after I started feeling myself, after I got out of my little nerdy stage, I was feeling myself at some point. So I had a little fuck girl in me at the time. But I just being honest, this is probably me like cleansing too as I'm doing this. It's crazy. But they are not going to disrespect your space. That's number one. Like, they are not going to force themselves on you sexually. They're not going to be trying to, like, pull some stunts and tricks and call you a bitch or a hoe because you're not bending to them, calling you witches and devils and whatever else. Like, that's not your divine masculine. That's a freaking cloak. I'm just telling y'all straight up. You got to stay vigilant up in these streets. Oh, and your divine feminine is not going to use magic tricks with her pussy to get you. And I'm not saying that in, like, yeah, like to suck you in and hold you down and keep you stuck. Like, that's the ego. That's some other shit. If it's not to benefit you, to help you, to heal you, to help you grow and evolve, that's not a divine feminine energy. That's some low vibrational pussy. Excuse my language. We'll do a video on that too, by the way. Alright, if you guys can handle my mouth, God bless you, because I get a little straight up sometimes. I'm just being real. Like, I think people look at spirituality in one essence, like it's this light and fluffy. I'm not a Disney character. Like, I'm not going to be like Disney princess energy all the time. I'm sorry. So let's see what needs to be healed on the divine masculine's part. Like, what is it that they need to heal? What is it, if you're a divine masculine watching, what is it that you need to heal collectively? Pride. Your pride, which is number 7. So what needs to be healed is, like, you guys might be a little intimidated by powerhouse women or feminine energies, women that have opinions and voices. Like, you might be attracted to it at the same token, but at the same time, you're also intimidated by it. So the divine feminine showing you this mask of, like, this pridefulness and the stubbornness, it's triggering you. So it's helping you to heal something within yourself. So the message on the card, it says, you may be acting out of arrogance and vanity. Humility is key. So yeah, this can be telling you, like, kind of putting you in the essence or energy where you have some arrogance within yourself. So you might have been doing this to her at one point, and now it's reflecting and backfiring on you. When you are prideful, you can become harsh and not conscious of your weaknesses. This can temporarily make you feel more powerful and superior to others, whilst at the same time cause you to be judgmental, unteachable, and hardened. Have you been fighting, quarreling, and disagreeing with others? Are you always trying to prove a point or defend your position? Do you think that you're always right? By holding onto shadow pride, you are stopping yourself from progressing mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. This was me at some time, you guys. Like, I get so stubborn. I don't like listening to people all the time, but I found, like, when I don't listen or don't take certain people's sides of views at times, I miss things that I could be learning. So I can be like this. And I'm a triple Taurus, actually. I'm a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So I can be stubborn as hell. Anyway, moving on. Stop overestimating your importance and learn to be humble. When you are too proud, you cannot hear other people's advice and cannot receive their assistance. Empowerment means that you can be soft, caring, aware, and gentle. Recognize that you need other people's support to achieve true success. It might come through divine feminine teaching you things, and you might look at her in a certain way, like something, but you both have to learn from each other. You're equally gaining from your connection, so you can learn from them and they can learn from you. You can teach them and they can teach you. So you might be the type of person that does not like to take advice, specifically from women. Take some time. Okay, so the action is take some time during the day to relax. Lie down if possible and look carefully at this card. If you don't have this card, just whatever. How does it make you feel? How do you relate to it? Ask yourself, where am I attached to a false sense of who I am? Where have I overestimated my abilities or charged ahead unprepared for the challenges I face? Where in the past has a sense of pride led me to fall? Instead of taking this personally, now is your opportunity to feel and express your willingness to release any pride that has held you back, and in doing so, become more teachable. If you have hurt other people, consider apologizing and being more thoughtful. Okay. That's what needs to be healed in the divine masculine. Is there anything else, Most High God, that you want to say? I love animals, so I'm going to use this deck. Actually, before I use this deck, I feel guided to, this is a long reading, but I feel guided to do this, you guys. It's the Virgo full moon, and I feel like this is a time to really clear and cleanse. So if Spirit has something that wants to come out, that needs to be addressed, I'm glad to do it. So any messages that I may have not picked up on, Most High God, can you please touch on those messages that I have not reached? Oh, shit. Okay. Daydreams and decisions. Choose your battles, which is they're both sevens. Share the love. Crown chakra. Simply love. And healing begins. You got 2 6s and 3 7s. You got a lot of synchronicity. So like 7 7, 66. Or just 6s, sequences. Why can't I speak? Sequences of 6 or 7s. You do have a 3 here. So maybe you guys see 333 a lot. Or the number 33. So the crown chakra is here too. So let's go ahead and just get into it. Let's see what Spirit has to say. So you have a lot of heart-centered energy, a lot. You got 3 cup cards. You got the 7 of cups, the 3 of cups, and the 6 of cups. So I feel like right now the divine feminine energy with daydreams and decisions, which is the 7 of cups energy, is being guided to go within their heart space right now. Like now is the time to really go within. With the 7 of wands, choose your battles. The divine masculine is facing all aspects of themselves. They're being heavily triggered right now. If you're a divine masculine watching, you're being heavily triggered right now through different situations and connections. But it's all to show you something within yourself that needs to be addressed. It also may be addressing the ego too. If divine feminine, if you resonate with the divine masculine's energy, that could be your own divine masculine energy within yourself that needs this to focus on the pride and the ego. I would advise to heal both ends, on both sides, like your feminine energies within yourself and masculine energies within yourself for both parties, because that brings balance, and that will bring, essentially that will bring balance to the connection when you heal both aspects of your yin and yang within yourself. Share the love. I feel like the divine masculine is trying to extend their energy. They have not completed their healing, and they're trying to extend their energy in ways that they don't have it to give, basically. Like if you don't have it to give, why extend it? And I feel like that's what Spirit is saying. So as the divine feminine may be seemingly rejecting you or just not giving to you in the way that you want her to, I'm saying her, but it could be a him too, not giving to you in the way that you want them to, that's turning back to you what needs to be healed. And I feel like with the Simply Love card, it's love, but it's turning that unconditional love back to yourself, that inner child aspect of yourself. Learning whatever it is that in your inner child that needed that healing, that love, it's turning back to that. I noticed that the divine masculine, divine feminine, they both have 7s. You have the 7 of cups for the divine feminine, the 7 of wands for the divine masculine, the 6 of cups for the divine masculine, and the 6 of swords for the divine feminine. So healing begins with the feminine energy. When she steps into whatever she needs to heal, and not half-ass it, not be afraid to fully go in with her heart. Because that's what comes out of this reflection, I feel, or that's what leads to this reflection, is going forth whatever needs to be healed. And in some way, it inspires the divine masculine. It could be energetically inspiring them to heal this energy that they need to heal. With the crown chakra, I feel like this is the crowning energy, that you're both being led to your higher selves. Divine Spirit is telling you where to go with this energy. So the crown chakra is the 7th chakra. Again, the feminine has the 7 of cups, the masculine has the 7 of wands. So it's leading you into the different things that you both need to heal. So that's what I'm getting with that. This is like heart chakra energy. This is also awareness. This got some solar plexus energy here with this yellow energies. This could be awakening to truths, awakening to accepting love in a new way and giving love. But that's mostly, it has to start with the self. And that's what the Divine Masculine needs to understand. Okay. So if you guys experience like tower moments, it could be like mini tower moments, like something that kind of like, it's like this energy, like what just happened, what is going on. You start to panic, you start to freak out, everything seems worse than what it really is. And then when the dust settles and you sit back and you really evaluate everything, you see why it needed to happen. It was leading you to something bigger, something that needed to be addressed. So I feel like Divine Feminines may go through that, but it leads to some sort of balance within the connection, I feel. Okay, so the last message here, you have the Strength card and the Princess of Spring, which is the Page of Wands. So the message says true strength is displayed through kindness, forgiveness, and compassion. You have tremendous personal power and courage. So I feel like this goes out to the Divine Feminine, because this looks like this lion looks very feminine. You are like a lamb. You're very soft, but you're also very regal and very powerful. And I feel that you'll gain your strength back, not through manipulation, control, ego, forcefulness, false sense of independence, but through kindness, forgiveness,